Let me ask you something. What if I told you that the most transformative thing I did in grad school had nothing to do with books, journals, or deadlines? It wasn't a study hack. It wasn't waking up at 5 a.m. It wasn't a productivity planner or Pomodoro timer. It was something so simple, so ordinary, that most people overlook it completely. But this one thing didn't just help me focus. It helped me survive grad school. It made me stronger, sharper, more grounded. It kept me from breaking when everything else nearly did, and that thing was jogging every single day. Not for fitness, not for weight loss, but for my mind, my energy, my academic sanity. Stick with me, because what I'm about to share might change the way you handle stress, focus, and your entire graduate journey. If someone asked me, what's the one habit that changed your entire academic life? I wouldn't say it was a study hack, or a new productivity app, or even finding the perfect supervisor. It was this: jogging every single day. Not because I wanted to be athletic or was chasing a fitness goal, but because it gave me something far more powerful: control. It gave structure to chaos and taught me how to keep moving, physically, mentally, and emotionally, even when everything else in grad school felt like it was falling apart. At some point in your graduate journey, you realize if you don't create your own structure, the system will drown you. Jogging became my anchor. When I knew I had to run, either morning or evening, I didn't snooze my alarm 10 times or waste the morning doom scrolling in bed. I got up because I had something to do, and that something, running, wasn't negotiable. That single decision trickled into everything else. Suddenly, I was finishing tasks earlier because I had a run to catch, and planning my day more efficiently because my run mattered. If I missed a run, I felt it. My focus was off. My energy dipped. It wasn't guilt. It was like missing a meeting with the version of myself I was becoming. And here's the beautiful thing: jogging is portable. Whether I was at home, on campus, traveling, or even stuck during fieldwork, I could still jog. A nearby park, a quiet road, a forest trail. I didn't need a gym, a trainer, or equipment. Just a decent pair of shoes and a decision. It became a ritual, a moving meditation, a sacred moment in the day that belonged only to me. Even when I moved to a new city for a research fellowship, jogging helped me feel rooted. I didn't know the people or the place, but I knew the rhythm of my run. Let's zoom into the science for a second. When you run, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical. It boosts your mood, clears the mental fog, and literally rewires your brain to become more motivated, focused, and emotionally balanced. Bad day in the lab? Run. Frustrated with your thesis draft? Run. Feeling like an imposter in academia? Put on your shoes. Step outside. It won't solve everything, but it will lift you every single time. That's not magic. That's your biology working in your favor. And the best part? Dopamine isn't temporary. It builds a feedback loop. The more you run, the more your brain learns to anticipate joy, not dread. It becomes something you look forward to, even after the hardest days. Over time, I stopped getting sick. My body got stronger, and I had more energy. Not just physically, but mentally. I wasn't just doing more, I was enjoying more. Reading papers didn't feel like a chore. Writing felt more fluid, and lab meetings felt less intimidating. I wasn't just surviving the academic grind anymore. I was slowly learning how to thrive within it. There's this unexpected side effect I noticed. When you jog regularly, you automatically stay away from bad habits. When you know you have to run later, you think twice before overeating. Skip that third slice of pizza, and stop indulging in things that slow you down. Suddenly, one good habit cancels out 10 bad ones, not out of guilt, but out of respect for what your body can do. You begin to treat yourself like someone worth taking care of. And that shift, that subtle reframing, is powerful. Because the healthier you feel, the more confidence you carry into your academic work. And yes, I still run in bad weather. Rain, cold, wind. Not because I enjoy being uncomfortable, but because it taught me this: discipline isn't about doing things when it's convenient. It's about showing up, especially when it's not. That lesson reshaped how I do research. It helped me write papers when I didn't feel inspired, show up for presentations I wanted to avoid, and built mental muscle I never thought I had. Running in bad weather is symbolic. It says, I show up for me, even when it's not easy. And that mindset, it's transferable to every tough meeting, every confusing data set, every sleepless revision cycle. Here's something nobody tells you. When your body gets stronger, your mind gets sharper. After a few weeks of jogging, my focus during the day improved. I wasn't crashing at 3 p.m. or mentally drained after 2 hours of coding. I could concentrate longer, think clearer, and the results followed. Better experiments, better feedback, more confidence. It's not a coincidence. Jogging wasn't just improving my health, it was improving my research. It was feeding a version of myself that could handle more without burning out. When I felt isolated in grad school, when it felt like nobody understood what I was going through, jogging opened a door. I started joining local running clubs, jogging with lagmates once a week, talking, venting, laughing, between breaths. Some of my best academic conversations happened on a run. It wasn't about performance, it was about connection. And connection is one of the most powerful motivators in graduate school. Running turned competition into camaraderie, stress into shared rhythm, and loneliness into movement. But perhaps the most powerful thing jogging gave me was reflection. While running, I'd replay the day, what went well, where I stumbled, and what I could learn. That space, free from distractions, notifications, noise, became my sanctuary. I came back not just lighter in body, but lighter in spirit. Over time, I became more resilient, more centered, and more open. Jogging didn't just help me think better, it helped me understand myself better. That in itself changed the trajectory of how I approach research, collaboration, even how I handle failure. Now, I want to be real with you. Jogging might not be your thing. Maybe you have knee issues. Maybe you're recovering from something. That's okay. The message isn't you must jog. The message is find something physical, something simple, consistent, grounding. Swim, walk, stretch, dance, move your body every day. Because that movement could be the one thing that changes everything else. In graduate school, where so much feels out of your control, this one thing can be yours. So here's a gentle challenge. Tomorrow, pick a time, anytime. Put on your shoes, step outside, jog, even if it's just for 5 minutes. And then, do it again. Not to become a better runner, but to become a stronger, more focused, more resilient you. Because when everything in grad school feels overwhelming, sometimes the way forward isn't in another journal article. It's on the road right outside your door. Run for your clarity. Run for your courage. Run for your graduate journey. If this video spoke to something inside you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with your lab group, your study buddy, or that one friend who's silently struggling. Leave a comment below. What's your anchor during grad school? Let's learn from each other. And if you're ready to build a stronger, more focused academic life, hit that subscribe button. This channel is where GLAD students grow, mentally, emotionally, and intentionally. Because here, we don't just hustle, we evolve.